So design pattern in Java, singleton design pattern in Java. So singleton pattern says that just define a class that has only one instance and provides a global point of access to it. So in other words, a class must ensure that only single instance should be created and a single object can be used by all other classes. So there are two forms of singleton design pattern: early instantiation, creation of instance at a load time, and lazy instantiation, creation of instance when required. So advantage of singleton design pattern: saves memory because object is not created at each request and only single instance is reused again and again. So usage of singleton design pattern. So singleton pattern is mostly used in multi-threaded and database applications, and it is used in logging, caching, thread pools, configuration settings, etc. So UML of singleton design pattern: in singleton, instance singleton, then get instance singleton. So to create the singleton class, we need to have static member of class, private constructor, and static factory method. Static member, it gets memory only because of static and it contains the instance of the singleton class. Private constructor, it will prevent to instantiate the singleton class from outside the class. Static factory method, this provides a global point of access to the singleton object and returns the instance to the core. So understanding early instantiation of singleton pattern. In such case, we create the instance of the class at the time of declaring the static data member. So instance of the class is created at the time of class loading. So understanding lazy instantiation of singleton pattern. In such case, we create the instance of the class in synchronized method or synchronized block. So instance of the class is created when required. Significance of class loader in singleton pattern. So if singleton class is loaded by two class loaders, two instances of singleton class will be created, one for each class loader. Significance of serialization in singleton pattern. So if singleton class is serializable, you can serialize the singleton instance, and once it is serialized, you can deserialize it, but it will not return the singleton object. So to resolve this issue, you need to override the thread resolve method that enforces the singleton, and it is called just after the object is deserialized and it returns the singleton object. So understanding real example of singleton pattern. So create a JDBC singleton class, and this JDBC singleton class contains its constructor as private and a private static instance JDBC of itself. And JDBC singleton class provides a static method to get its static instance to the outside world. And now JDBC singleton demo class will use JDBC singleton class to get the JDBC singleton object. So this was a brief discussion on singleton design pattern.